morning, you guys. It is a beautiful morning, beautiful day in the neighborhood, and what we have to do and say is, you know, thank God that we have all made it out. Another day is being a targeted individual uh, alive. We have happened to maybe some of us got some sleep, maybe some of us didn't. Maybe some of us sat up all night, looked out the window, wondering who's steady creeping. And with all the action that goes on as we are targeted individuals, you have to realize that our days and our nights sometimes can be overwhelming, tiring, confusing, disruptive, hurtful, hateful. You feel so many emotions at so many different times that at times you really don't know what to do. You just sometimes shut your eyes and squeeze them tight and pray you open them and this shit is gone. And 9 out of 10 times, this shit ain't went nowhere. It has become worse. When you're a targeted individual and you face so many different obstacles as the days go by, you tend to ask yourself, is this even worth it? Do you want to continue living this life of being gangsta? Do you want to continue to wake up every morning, maybe in pain, maybe bleeding, headaches? You can't move, your legs hurt, your back hurts. You wonder if this is even real life. You wonder if at any time, someone's going to pop out and say, April Fools, and it ain't even April. I wondered that many times, and I wish for that many times that a motherfucker will pop out and say April Fools in January, February, and March and make my day a little bit better. But what I find to believe is that as a targeted individual, you have to regain your self control. You have to regain your self worth. And you have to know exactly what your purpose is for being a targeted individual. And that could be many things. You know, are you strong? I feel that once a targeted individual is targeted, from that point on, only the strong survive. And in order for your mind to survive what is actually happening, you have to gain knowledge, read, listen, learn, write, be a part of a movement that can be greater than the whole world. See, when you put your mind to work and you begin to put the puzzle of the pieces together, whether you have them all or whether you have none, you got to know that what your job is to do is to stay alive, stay healthy, and stay knowing that you are a person of great strength. And for a long time, for myself, I struggled. I've been dealing with this for almost 2 years now. And it's been the roughest 2 years of my life, okay? To the point of crying every night, being scared, had to keep at a swivel, car vandalized, clothes taken, shoes stretched out to capacity, jewelry fucked up. I mean, anything that a person could probably think is not true, it is true when you have become a targeted individual. And I didn't speak about it. I didn't know how to speak about it. But I did have one homegirl who I told her about my stereo and how a video had popped into my phone. And basically it showed they opened up the whole front of my dashboard and did something. Okay. And now my friend knew that I love my music. I love my radio. I love my vehicle. And when I showed her that video is when she understood me, because she knew that I wouldn't tamper with my own shit like that no matter what. And give a fuck if a nigga put a gun to my head and told me to rip my shit out. No, this is my shit, nigga. So her encouraging words after she went and did research was probably the best encouraging moment of my life, of knowing that there was one person out there who truly believed that some shit was going on beyond my control. And through her and her encouraging words, it made me focus. And I didn't care who didn't believe me. I was one day going to be a reflection, make my point heard no matter what. This the Black Cinderella, okay? And how I get through my day is I try my hardest to not let these people break my soul. I love on my kids. I get back to doing our daily activities. I get back to knowing that what these gang stalkers have been doing and will keep doing will no longer keep me inside, will no longer keep me isolated from the world, will no longer keep me trapped from the greater things in life. And as much as I can feel the pain, I can hear the cries, I know what other targeted individuals face on a daily basis. And there is no more worse feeling than knowing somebody is in your home while you're sleeping. There is no worse feeling knowing that there is a constant eyeball on you and you cannot stop it at this point. And I tell you what, many days I stood by the window with my eyes open, okay, in one little corner, all right? I mean, till I fell asleep in the doggy position, trying to catch whoever this motherfucker was, to leave in the morning to go, take my kids to school, to come back to find two white eyeballs in the very corner I was in for the whole night. I mean, to where I didn't open up no blinds. I just had a little tiny peephole. But yet these sons of bitches just invaded my privacy. I mean, to where I didn't want to take no shower. I didn't want to do shit. And now, as I am yet not comfortable with doing a lot of things, we have to continue to do everything that we did before, because their whole goal is to destroy everything you have, everything you've worked for. I mean, they have fucked with my vehicle so much that it no longer looks gray. It looks white. I went to the gas station, like, yeah, let me get, 15 on pump 2. They're like, oh, the white truck? No, it is the gray truck. Oh, it looks white to me. Okay. So I popped the hood, and I mean, screws is missing. Well, it's welded back differently. I'm gonna try to put that video up sometime. It's kind of difficult because I have a lot of different videos, and half of them I can't even play. I mean, I've went through so many devices that I don't know what to do with the extra devices, because I mean, they have tampered with everything, okay, down to your hair, down to my nose ring. And I know that this might be a little weird, but a tiny nose ring that I know exactly how it looked when I first got it in years ago has turned differently. It's not a ball, a gold ball anymore. And when I take pictures with the thermal imaging camera, you can see that this is no longer a regular nose ring. This has become some type of camera or listening device, a bug, which to me, my friends, is pathetic. I wake up and keys are missing off my keychain. 2, 3, 4 days later, what happens? They return. All of this is just to say that being a targeted individual is not a fun thing. It's not something that I would wish on my worst enemy, because it is a race to see who can fuck themselves up the quickest. And for me, my race is to get to the promised land, where I'm going to be sitting on my throne with my hand out, and I'm going to lead you in. Any targeted individual, we have to come together, okay, as one, and understand that even though this is going on, we can continue to have brighter days, much happier days. Do not let these fuck faces ruin your life. If you're a targeted individual and you feel like you are, wanting to commit suicide, don't, okay? Look up Myron Mays. His life was taken because he wanted to prove a point, and he wanted the word to get out that targeted individuals are out there and shit is really happening. But they tried, they shut him up so quick, shot him up so many times to where he didn't have a chance to even survive. And some of my songs, check me out, The Black Cinderella on SoundCloud, BandLab. They are dedicated to Myron Mays, because he was a strong individual, but he couldn't take it anymore. And my point is that no matter how strong you are as a person, there may be that point where you will break and you will want to fail. But don't. Don't think about failing. Don't think about quitting. Don't think about anything that is not in your nature. Focus on your life. Focus on what your long-term goals are supposed to be, what they're meant to be. Because there's targeted individuals out there that have been targeted for years. I'm talking about 22, 23, 24, 30, 40. That's a very long time to go through this fucking madness to where at that point you just gotta say there's nothing that can fuck with you. And you know, I have children, and this is a very fucked up situation to present to children. But I tell you, for any targeted individual that do have children, young children, you gotta be all the way 100 with these babies, okay? Because I never lied to them about what was going on, even before I knew what was going on. And I didn't push it in their face, but I would let them notice certain things. And once they started noticing little things, I said, so you see that, right? You know that, right? And once my children started noticing and becoming aware of their surroundings at all times, being aware is what you need to let any child know. That's just a part of life. But the main thing is to be aware, take a mental note, put that shit in your back pocket, and keep it going. Don't dwell over it, because that's what they want you to do. I just started, putting my songs on SoundCloud, and it just was something in me to do because, like I said, my friend who I played her one song a long, long time ago, and she said, you know what? You should probably do a whole album about targeted individuals. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, you're right. All the songs that are there are right from my mind, what I've been going through on a daily basis, what happens in a targeted individual's life that many people can't speak about. And only, like I said, only the strong will survive. So the strong ones will have to help the weak ones to carry on. The strong ones have to make sure that the weak ones are taken care of. Because if we don't take care of the weak ones, then we're strong for no reason. You feel what I'm saying? There's a reason why us targeted individuals are still standing and are putting our videos on YouTube and spreading the word a little bit better than what was before, is because the strong ones will be here to carry those who need carrying. I tell you what, my back hurt, okay? I wake up some mornings, I don't even want to walk. I just feel like God did not have this happen to me for no apparent reason. God did not allow something like this to happen to a person without having a real purpose in life, without a real explanation to be going through this shit and to have people look at you like you're a fucking fool. There is a better way, a brighter way, and a better day for all of us. And I don't care how many times I got to say it, but you got to wake up and thank God for your breath, for your life. If you slept, don't worry about who may have walked over you, who may have touched you, who may have laughed at you while you were sleeping. You gotta go and you gotta do you and be you and understand you and love you. Who's ever in your life at this moment, love them, appreciate them, and show them that you are still here no matter what. Targeted individuals shall reign, you feel me? Yurt. It's the Black Cinderella. Y'all have a great morning. I hope everybody, including these fucked up ass gang stalkers, I hope they have a great day knowing that no matter how hard they try to break me, I can't be broken. To all my targeted individuals, know that you are loved. And remember, the promised land is where I'll be. And to all the people who don't believe the targeted individuals when they speak about what's been going on, I don't really know what to say about y'all, but when I see you, I'm going to slap every one of y'all. But in knowing that in the trees, it's always a motherfucker watching me. They always steady on my trail. So I think I'm going to have me some breakfast. Today is my 6-year-old, now 7-year-old son's birthday. And I'm pretty sure we'll be having a great time with our guests that come in and out of our lives and fuck with us during the day. But you know what? Be peaceful, be loving, be humble, be caring. If you see something wrong, something's wrong. If you see a gang stalker, fuck a gang stalker. Yep.